Alright, guys, it is currently like 11:45. I had the whole day. I just finished up pretty much. What I did today was went to PT early in the morning, and then after PT I got back and I went to the library and I did just some grand scheme real estate thinking. And I like to do this for at least like 2 hours a week. And what that consists of, I can run you through and I can show you guys in another video. But what that consists of is I have a 6-page long Google Doc. And what it has is kind of like how I want to brand myself, what are some of my future goals. It goes over like expenses and how I can maybe minimize those, or kind of makes it very transparent on what I'm spending my money on. Also what I'm spending my time on. It's pretty much just a breakdown of my total investment in real estate. And as of right now, that's just being a realtor. Overall though, it's going to be in properties, it's going to be in who knows what else it could be in the future. So it's really good to have that and to have long-term planning, written out and scheduled and planned. So that's something that I really focus on. Like I said, when I first started it, probably about like 2 months ago-ish, I was doing like 6 hours a week of like probably fine tuning it and making sure I had everything kind of like out of my brain onto that page. And now I do just 2 hours a week. I kind of just sit there in silence with like focus music on, and I just go. And I try to start just thinking over like long term, what are my plans? What do I want to accomplish as a realtor? What do I want to accomplish at being in real estate? So I think that's super, super important for anyone just trying to be successful in anything, not just real estate, not just any business, like in anything. It could be lifting, it could be school, it could be business, it could be real estate as well, it could be anything, so just having a clear vision on what you want and what you want to accomplish, that's exactly how you're going to get there. But yeah, so then I did that, and after that I came back home, and I did a little bit of work, did a little bit of phone calls. What's going on here? And I had 3 showings scheduled for later today, and 2 of them canceled. So of course, right? But one of them didn't. That guy, he's been a client of mine for the past like month and a half, and we put in multiple offers. He's an investor, so it's looking good with that. A little tip for people: become great friends with investors. And that's not only like, I think I said this in another video, but people think a lot of investors are very unloyal. And that's true if you are to them. If you're not good to them, then they will be. But if you have to be good, and you have to mesh well with each other. And when you do that, you create these very amazing relationships with investors, right? Like my dad, obviously he's a real estate, obviously it's my dad, right? So he's gonna be using me no matter what. But him, or not even using him as an example, but using these other 2 clients that I'm working with, one I have under contract, he's an investor, bought the house for $120,000. He's gonna flip it up probably in about 3 months, and we're gonna list it for $330. So I could only be making like $900 on the sale, but when I list it, number one, that's a listing. So in real estate terms, if you get a listing, if you do everything perfect, it should end up resulting into you closing another 3 transactions. So what that would be is at least one from getting another person from like maybe the open house or something like that, getting the person who sells their house to get them to buy another one with you, and so that's 2. And then the other one could be using the neighborhood that you're in to maybe get another listing, or marketing it where it's like, hey, look, I got this one property. I'm good enough to sell properties like this, so use me to sell your property. So I got one guy I got 2 people like that right now that are super, super loyal to me. And that's how it goes. You just have to be on the ball. I answer every single phone call that they give me. One guy called me, he called me like 6 times in one day. But that's just how you gotta do it. Like, you're a realtor, you answer the phone, and that's how you make money. And that's how you also build these great relationships. So make sure you're sticking to that and you're doing that. Another thing that I did today was I went to the gym, caught up with some friends. I read this book, and regardless of whether you like him or not, it is The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump. And regardless if you like him or not, he wrote this book, and one thing that he said in this book that stuck in my head was, he said the most important thing that he did throughout the week was call people. Call people. And the reason he said this, what is that? What is that? Oh, is that just a pimple? The reason why he said this was because he was staying top of mind with people. He was saying like, oh, yo, hey, hey Joe, what's going on? Like, this is Donald. Like, how you doing? Like, you got any deals for me? He didn't say that, but every single time he talked to him, what do you think ran through the other person's mind? It's like, oh, what does Donald do again? Oh yeah, Donald's a real estate investor. Maybe if I could help him find deals, then maybe he can help me with something. That's the exact format, and that's what I'm trying to do. So, trying to schedule around what's going on and trying to stay on top of all of this work is hard, right? One way to make it not hard is, number 1, have systems in place where you can wake up, look at your calendar, wake up or know what you got to do, and just straight up just get after it. And by doing that, you don't have to worry. All you have to do is wake up, go to work, go to your table, go to your desk, wherever it is, and get to work. And once you do that, once you start getting comfortable with doing that, you don't have to worry about, oh, when am I going to be able to retire? You know, this lifestyle that I'm living right now, number 1, I know it's a phase, but I also know that this phase is going to allow me to create so much financial success in the future for not just myself, but my family long term. And that's, you know, that's the most important thing to me. What is this? Published. I'm looking at MailChimp right now. I'm about to send out my email. Not right now, I'm gonna prep it. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this little rant. This is day, I think 20. No, I think it's 19. Day 19, guys. All right, have a good one. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.